All right, let's get into it. So the NBA, NBA season is coming back soon. Give us a month. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? It'll
oh
be back
yeah.
even if not sooner. So Najee, go ahead and talk to him. What's going on?
Oh
What's
yeah.
going on in the NBA? We need to be on the lookout.
Like you said, the preseason is about to come up in the next few weeks, man. We about to be back. I want to say 3 weeks, if I'm correct. But you got a lot of games coming up for preseason wise. I think they're gonna be having Dallas play a team from across the country. They've been playing them, so that's gonna be coming up soon. Uh, Basically, only thing that's been really going right now is the fact that Chauncey Billups and Cal Lowry kind of caught in the press box, not press box, but and they was watching the Colorado game. I want to say they was caught sitting there talking next to each other, sitting next to each other, just talking and everything, and that kind of adds to the Damian Lillard trade talk, man. Uh, Everyone knows if you've been out here listening, Damian Lillard wants to go to Miami. He doesn't want to go nowhere else but Miami. That is the bottom line of it all, which is a good thing, but it's also a really bad thing if you're a team where it's like you can't when a superstar puts in their trade request, they usually give like a whole like 3 or 4 teams like I would like to go here, here, here. You don't. It's rare when you see a team, well, a player that goes, I just want to go to only this place only. That forces that team to literally have to kind of like make stuff happen, make magic work happen. And the thing with Portland is one, you're supposed to, especially with the loyalty that Damian Lillard has given to this team, you should go hell and high waters to just drop him off into Miami because that's where he wants to go. Give everything you give to make sure that Damian Lillard could get to Miami because he's giving you everything he could give to your organization. So with that being said, Portland is asking for literally the house, the car, the 401k plan. They want it all to the point where it's like, yo, Miami is not. As a Miami Heat fan, I know Pat Riley and I know Mickey Orton. Like I know Mickey and them. They're not about to give you everything. You're not about to get all our draft picks. You're not about to get Tyler Hero, and you're not about to get Kyle Lowry and the guy, my boy Triple J that we just picked up in the draft. You're not about to get all of them. You're gonna probably you might get Kyle Lowry, some picks. You might get Duncan Robinson, and we might have to give up Triple J. That's the most you probably gonna get out of us. You ain't gonna get the whole entire organization just for Damian Lillard. But that being said, there's talks of adding us like 3 more teams in there. They're trying to have the 76ers be in this conversation because the 76ers are really trying to get rid of James Harden. So that's in there. Then they're also trying to add the Clippers in there because James Harden wants to go to the Clippers. So we're looking at a possible four-way team trade of Damian Lillard basically coming to Miami, James Harden going to the Clippers, and then the Clippers and Portland end up getting whatever that they could get out of Miami and the 76ers that could basically even out all the contracts across the board. So we might be looking at a huge shift. And if all that actually do occur, that changes a whole dynamic of both conferences, really. Because one, the Clippers end up getting James Harden. And that's James Harden with Kawhi Leonard, with Paul George, with Russell Westbrook. So now you got a four-headed dragon over there. And then you also in Miami you get Damian Lillard with Jimmy Butler, possibly with Tyler Hero and Bam Adebayo. That's a four-headed horse right there. 76ers, they basically just end up with just Joel Embiid by himself all over again, with him possibly leaving out of there soon. So they'll begin their process again, and we could trust the process again in Philly. And then in Portland, they already started the rebuild. So they'll just add more pieces onto that. So it kind of changes everything around with the Clippers basically kind of becoming the favorites again. Oh, would they be favorites over the Lakers? That only
Nope,
I don't think so.
nope.
I don't think so because especially with the new rule that we're gonna end up talking about possibly next week, we're gonna be talking about the influence of that new resting rule in the NBA. The Clippers that forces the Clippers to play good and during the regular season, but that don't mean they become a contender. It doesn't mean they become a contender because we know their bodies has not been. They basically all their bodies, all four of their stars. If they get James Harden, all their bodies are holded up by glue and duct tape. And that's just being real. Because I haven't seen Kawhi Leonard play a full season since San Antonio. Paul George ain't played a full season since Indiana. Russell Westbrook ain't played a full season since Houston. And James Harden, come on, be fucking for real. He ain't played a full season since OKC. Really, the first 2 years of Houston. So really, their
It's
team
gonna be great. It's gonna be the band of misfits.
band of bandages. That's what it's gonna be.
The band of band-aids.
Because this is gonna be it's ridiculous. That team is not gonna. I don't think it's gonna last long if that trade actually goes through. And I
And
think
then
the
it's gonna
best fit
be
would be Dame Lillard.
it's
'Cause
only one basketball.
yeah, that's the problem with that team. It's only one basketball. You have Russell Westbrook, where early episodes on the show, I said I wouldn't say a controversial statement, but I said Russell Westbrook will be better coming off the bench, and I've also said Chris Paul too, but Russell
Oh
Westbrook
yeah,
coming off the bench
I
will be
agree with
better.
both of those.
Because to me, Russell Westbrook needs to have his own team, his own squad for him to be successful. He has to come off the bench with the second squad where it's like, yo, this is my squad and we about to run it up. Every time he on the court with Kawhi and Paul George, it's like he disappears. He's just there. He's just the guy to bring the ball up to half court and he passes it off and he goes sits in the corner. He's never involved in the play. So why even have him on the team if that's what you're going to do? Make him 100% effective by having him on the second squad. That's the best thing for me. That's what it makes sense to me as a basketball guy. That makes sense to me. If you want him to be effective as a basketball coach, if you want your player to be effective, put him in a situation where he could be really effective and be used 100%. But if you're just gonna have him
So
sit there in the starting lineup in the corner, he's useless.
since you said Harden wants to go to the Clippers, do you trade him for Russ?
Yes, but no.
Russ and Embiid?
But that's the thing. Russ took a pay cut. So for you to cover that contract, you would have to cover James Harden contract. You would have to put Russ. You might have to put I forgot the other young kid name. I
Terrence Mann or something like that.
you might have to put Terrence Mann up in there.
Ooh, putting him in Philly with
But
with
that's the thing.
Maxey.
With Maxey, now you're messing up Maxey's whole flow. Because to me,
Yeah, because now what do you do with I think you let Harden. I mean, not Harden. You let Russ run the twos with Philly, and that way that gives you some bench energy. Because think about what a lot of Philly was. What bit them was when Embiid wasn't on the floor or when Harden wasn't. When they didn't have nobody to really run, and Maxey was trying to run with the twos, and they wasn't up to his level. I think Russ could run the twos better. So,
oh yeah,
and that way you
I
give
think,
Maxey more room to get that starting spot. I think. But it's just a matter of does Philly want Russ? Because I'm pretty sure Houston would. Well, I mean not Houston. LA. If I'm LA, do I really want Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, and James Harden on the team?
that's the thing.
That's just a lot of just like
a lot of
that's
balls.
a lot. Yeah, that's a lot of over the arc, above the arc type of.
Yeah.
I want the ball right. I want the ball. I want the ball.
Who's gonna? So basically, what you end up doing, really, if you get James Harden, you trade away Russell Westbrook. You really add a defensive liability to your team. Because James Harden ain't that effective on defense. Russell Westbrook is effective on defense. So you giving up that. Then you're also giving up somebody who can possibly come off your bench and bring you injury, like I said. But you're gonna get what would you get out of return of getting James Harden? You get an extra person on the perimeter. You also get somebody who also could run the point, but also could score at a high rate. But he's going to be looking more for assists since he's going to be the third option. He's really going to be the third option on that team. But you're giving up. So I prefer to keep Westbrook because it keeps a better synergy. He brings better energy on as of like the ball movement. He brings defensive intensity. So he brings all that to the table. But when you trade James Harden for 76ers, you also the thing about it is James Harden goes, you have to also get rid of what's the crumble cookie man. I forgot his name that fast. They chose him over Jimmy Butler.
Tobias Harris.
Tobias Harris, man. Those two have to both leave at the same time. You have to get rid of both at the same time. Which Tobias Harris will probably end up in Portland, if anything. But to me, I'm like, man, this is just it's all over the place. It's all over the place because the contracts are all crazy. but then you're messing up with the synergy of the team. Joel Embiid and James Harden ain't a good match no more. It ain't a good match no more. Because Joel Embiid wants the ball 24/7, and knowing he's a center, he constantly sits up at the 3-point line. He constantly doing mid range. So what is that going to help when your whole entire team literally sits at the 3-point line and you have no one in down there rebounding? You have PJ Tucker down there rebounding the whole entire time. That's not good. That's not helpful for your team. You need Joel Embiid to go down there on that block. That's why I said earlier in episodes, the best person they should have put with Joel Embiid was Chris Paul, because that would probably been the best thing for him. But hey, to me, the trade talks are heating up before the season even starts, and if anything, they need this trade to be done before preseason even cranks up. If you want a fully invested Damian Lillard for the Miami Heat, you want a fully invested James Harden for whatever team he ends up on, because they also saying that him and Morey, they don't reconcile and everything. That don't mean you don't reconcile after you don't call me a liar in public twice.
Yeah,
We're not
yeah,
friends.
that's crazy.
Like, yeah, I might be buddy, like, yeah, I might give you one of those. But if I'm Dan Morey, I'm sitting there, I'm like, bro, how we getting rid of him? He ain't staying here long enough for me.
Oh yeah. You could say that for the public, but behind closed doors, we still working on trade. Because even if they say they reconcile, that still don't mean that you want to stay.
Oh, yeah.
That just means that we can speak to one, or we can be in the same room now, or we can be casual or cordial.
But
that don't mean that I still want to be here.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's like when you break it off with a relationship, y'all could be, it could be like, okay, now every time we see each other, we're not like arguing, but that don't mean we about to get back together.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So
we could co-parent, but
yeah, co-parent. Yeah, we can
co-parent. Yeah. I'll come get the kid on Friday afternoon, and
it'll be cool. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We could even talk for about 5 minutes on the porch.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't coming in the house.
I'm not coming in the house. So that's kind
of
how
my son at
right now, because it's not. You're not about to sit here and go, "Hey, Daryl Moore's a liar." Hold up, let me run that back one more time to make sure you heard me clear. He's a liar. I do not want to play for. Bro, that's not no. There's no record. There's no coming back.
Once you cross that line, it's over and done with.
Yeah, we're done. There's no conversation after that. So it's like, for me, it's like Damian Lillard knows where he wants to go. James Harden knows where he don't want to be. The only people that's being involved in this, and Miami wants Damian Lillard. The only people that's being involved here is the Clippers, is because they have money to spend, and they're willing to do anything. Their owner is willing to do anything to win. So he would trade his mama if he has to get whatever he needs to win. Because the Clippers are tired of being the little brother to the Lakers, which is understandable, but they're the Lakers. They have 17 championships. They have LeBron James, who could possibly be the greatest player of all time. Like, brother, you fighting up an uphill battle. And the Lakers, really, they are championship contenders because they have made moves that are way. To me, their general manager has literally won the whole entire offseason. You got D'Lo back. You got Christian Woods. You picked up shooters all around LeBron James. Like, that's all you needed. You just need to get LeBron James and Anthony Davis to the playoffs. That's all you need to do. Got Austin Reeves back. Got Hachimura back. You already won the whole entire offseason, bro. All you got to do, like I said, is get them to the playoffs.
Yeah, I don't think they needed to add anything or trade away anything, because I think they were good. I hope, you could maybe add some more defense, but how much in this league, coming across a defensive guy is kind of hard. So when you have one or two guys that can really play defense, just stick with them.
Yeah, you already got, and you got Vanderbilt, who basically plays.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Vanderbilt is their guy, so just stick with him.
You pick a Prince, who's a great defensive guy, and he could shoot.
Oh, that guy, yeah.
From Minnesota,
that guy. Who did they lose though? Did they lose anybody?
They lost Malik Beasley.
What? Nobody care about that.
Nobody cares.
What? No. Yeah, we good.
Nobody care about that.
Where did he go?
Woods and D'Lo.
They didn't.
Wait, they picked up Christian Wood.
Yeah, they picked up Christian Woods.
Oh shit! Yeah,
And
it's
they
over.
Smart.
It's over.
they picked up Jackson Hayes. They even stole from Miami and took Gabe Vincent. Like, come on, man.
What?
They got everybody.
That's
Their
crazy.
team is deep. It's absolutely
Yeah,
ridiculous.
LeBron ain't no excuse. Well, I wouldn't say there. He does.
Oh,
If I said that, it would
no,
allude to that he does pull excuses. LeBron, hey, this is the year right here, my boy, because that's crazy.
they even man. Listen here. They picked up the boy from he played for Indiana. I want to say he's a rookie now. Hood Shafino. He was a baller in Indiana. They picked him up. He even the third string point guard for them. So it's like, bro, you tell them you just have they have depth. Like their second team is that good. Like it's that good. Their lineup is great all across the board. So the Lakers
So
have
that's
no
where the
excuse
pressure is
not to.
coming from with LA trying to get James Harden or acquire anybody to add to that team.
Yeah, that's where the pressure comes from because the Lakers have made
Because
such
basically
huge.
Lakers just reloaded.
They
Lakers
literally
B2.
upgraded from last year. Because the problem that they really was having was you take D'Lo off the court, who do you have to fill in that spot at point guard? Hey, guess what? We solved that problem. Gabe Vincent. Y'all saw what the man did in Miami. You saw
Yeah,
what he
we
did.
all witness to it.
Come on now. That's an upgrade. Now you have a backup point guard right there. Austin Reeves is back. Austin Reeves has gotten better from last year. Hachimura,
Yeah, he was able to play in the World Cup this year, so that helps.
yeah. Then you get Tayshaun Prince, who adds another 3-and-D guy. The only person on the team who can't shoot is Jerry Vanderbilt. That's the only person who can't shoot,
And that's okay.
and that's okay. Like guess what? Chicago Bulls had Dennis Rodman. He couldn't shoot. He couldn't even hit a layup sometimes. So hey, that's
Yeah.
okay.
And Draymond Green couldn't shoot for the first
Draymond
couple
Green
years.
couldn't shoot for some years. So it's like,
So
it's okay. But Jerry Vanderbilt could guard from literally the point guard all the way down to the center. Like, and that's just the point. Like, hey, bro, they got LeBron James is about to get them boys to maybe to another. If they could make it to the playoffs, I would say if the Lakers could get, if they could get to the playoffs and they don't have to do the play-in, oh, they're gonna be good. They're gonna be good. If they get anything 6 and above, they're good. I would say now they have a high chance of winning championship.
and that's nice. I would love to see that. I would love to see LeBron get one more. He don't have to get 6 because he's not gonna get the 6. Get 5 though. That'd be nice. Get the fill up your hand.
Yeah,
Get the 5 fingers. You know what I'm saying? Love to see that.
and I know that's Rose's boy, but they got him right.
Two in Miami, 1 in Cleveland, 2 in LA. That's a nice lineup.
That's a nice lineup right there.
Instead of the 2-1-1, you get the 2-2-1 or the 2-1-2. Yeah, that man got the New York. He got the 2-1-2.
2-1.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, man.
Yeah, he got and he a Jay-Z fan, so that's
Oh yeah.
he'll drop some shoes, special edition 2-1. LeBron.
And then the only good thing about that too is think about that.
Hey,
They're gonna be
LeBron,
around.
cut the
The
check,
people
man.
that
We
they
just
got
gave you a
gonna
whole
last for some
deal.
years. They ain't got. They didn't. That's
He said cut the check. We just gave
We
you
just
a
gave
whole
you a whole
deal.
marketing strategy on your fifth
And
ring
we gave you the whole
rollout. Yeah.
the whole black top. What they call it in New York? What do they call that? That spot where they be playing basketball. I can't.
Rutgers.
Yeah. We gave him the whole deal with that, with the New York, man. Go ahead.
The Rucker. Yeah,
Ain't it?
man. We in the Rucker hooping on them.
Man,
But nah,
we're gonna have to. We're gonna
that's
talk about
crazy.
that later.
I didn't.
Get the predictions.
Yeah, we're gonna definitely get into the Lakers' new roster, some preseason predictions, possible trades people might want
I
to
didn't
see
know
before
all
the
this.
deadline.
This is exclusive coming from your boy Playboy Troy, man. Check him out on WrestleManiac. This man just came through and told him they got Gabe Vincent from Miami who just lit
Christian
up the playoffs.
Woods.
Christian
Wood.
Wood.
Thing that they picked.
Potential. Some size. Some more size
That's
over
all.
there.
Bro, they've been missing size and backup.
That's it.
Point guard.
Somebody to help AD and them knees.
Bro,
Give him some help.
Sit out some games. Not for real.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Christian Wood is like that.
And he can shoot. That's what I say.
Shaq said, "Who is him?
Everybody
You don't
on
know
that team
him?
can shoot, but Jared Vanderbilt. That's literally
I'm
the only
somebody
person
you should
that can
know."
shoot. Everybody else can shoot threes.
Okay. Before we finish this NBA talk, spoiler alert, y'all, if you haven't watched Showtime, go ahead and watch it.
Oh man.
I'm pissed off.
Oh no.
I'm pissed off, man. And I was gonna wait. I was like, okay, let's wait till everybody. I'm done, because they didn't wait. How do you end a show like that? 7 episodes in the 7th season. Because I know shows will do 8 sometimes instead of the full 10, but 7, and then you end it like that. Talking about, oh, and then we just go and do the classic documentary where we show this is what happened at the end, and then this is what happened at the end. We know that, but show us that. Man, I'm pissed off at HBO.
They doing 8?
No, did you watch last night?
No, I didn't watch last night. I haven't watched it yet.
Oh,
okay. Well, I know.
Don't be disappointed, my brother.
They're not doing a season 3. So I know that.
They not even finishing season 2. I'm gonna just spoil it for you right now, brother. That's it, because I kind of already did already. That's it. It's a great episode, but at the end of the day, we all know what happens anyway. Like that's the thing about this show. It's kind of hard to really be like spoiler, because it's like, bro, it's right there. The information's right there, especially if you're if you're well versed in basketball, you know who won the first one.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So it's like it's not like it's gonna be. It's just a matter of every episode. It's not a matter of I can't wait to see what happens in this episode. It's a matter of I can't wait to see how they portray what's going to happen in this season.
Yeah, because you know what's going to happen. The whole entire show, I'm like, okay, I knew this was coming.
Yeah, like
a little bit, but I'm like, this comes up soon, right? And then, okay, yeah.
But yeah, that it's unfortunate, man. I just wanted to get that out there because
I saw the
it is wow.
I saw the
that's not how you do a show.
There's not going to be a season 3. I was like, what? Why won't there?
Yeah. I saw that and I wasn't too upset about it, but it's like, okay, but let's see what else they do. Let's see if they show the rest of the 8. They don't even, dude, they sold them short, and I don't know what it was. I'm like, me personally, I really enjoyed the show, so it couldn't have been ratings, because I think it was highly rated.
No, a lot of people are saying it's because of the old Lakers players.
I don't care about them. I'm sorry. Like, bro, this for me to watch.
They all keep going,
we need
this ain't true. No.
Bro, and this is why people don't respect y'all generation. I mean, not in a sense of like older people. I'm not talking about the whole generation. I'm talking in the sense of the generation of NBA players that sit there and be like, how can you put him over him? Because y'all don't want to show us how it really was. Because y'all know damn well y'all ain't had no cameras back then. Yeah. So we don't have true evidence. I'm not about to go to YouTube every day. I'm not, if they're like, go to YouTube, look it up on YouTube. I'm not doing that. Yeah. Show me a portrayal through a TV show that's entertaining, because that's all you can give me. Because in real time right now, there doesn't need to be a LeBron TV show, because we can see him posting on Instagram, Taco Tuesday. So we know he's like the funny guy at home. So it's like we get to get an insight on their personal lives through social media. But back then we didn't have that. So it's like for me to just say, go on YouTube and look at highlights, that's not enough for me to actually truly be entertained. That's why when I talk about GOATs, I put LeBron, because it's like, I think about how I went home. I mean, I came to school the next day talking about him. We talked about him in the bar. We talked about the game last night, because there's more impact to just watching highlights. It's more like, oh, we actually get to see the real life impact of a day-to-day of this player. As to with you guys, we don't have that. So this would have been our only way to truly connect with you. And I understand some people don't feel the type of way about how they were portrayed in the show. I heard Cooper, or what is his name, he liked it because he like, nobody knew about me really to the show. Yeah. Motherfuckers was like, oh, I didn't know you, you know what I'm saying? So I could understand, like Rambus, he's probably like, yeah, nigga, I knew a little bit about Rambus, but I didn't know he was like the hippie type guy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you get to know it inside. Yeah. I could understand how Jerry West
just cutting it, because I didn't know they were just sorry to spoil it.
No, yeah. At this point, it's good. At this point, sorry guys, this is a spoiler episode. So
I didn't know they wanted to just cut him.
Wow,
they just wanted to cut him for no reason.
Dang, y'all exploring.
My bad. Like, well, they wanted to cut him for no reason. So it was
okay.
Just because it just didn't make sense.
You gotta watch the show. It's been out for a year and a half.
At all.
No. Okay, he's Cooley. He's passed by while I've been watching. He kind of looks and then keeps going on by the day. So
exactly. Talking about, oh, spoiler. You wasn't even go watch it. You good.
Big cap.
They're talking about maybe one day. Oh, Lord.
Nah,
that's how I'd be, though. I'd be like that with shows, though. I'd be like, I'm going to watch it one day. I ain't never gonna watch it.
I get what you said, Mel. Because, like,
yeah.
But the thing is, the show is based off the book. So that's literally...
That's true.
That's literally all the show is based off. Literally off the book of it. So if you read the book, which was written by the Lakers' actual players, all they did was take the book and then kind of like dramatize a little bit of it. It's basically
just the stars that don't like it.
It's just like a Harry Potter book.
It's
that you read the Harry Potter books and you go look at the movie. Boom. Some things are missing. Some things are still the same. Guess what?
Yeah.
Same way the show is. It's just like in the book. But they might have added a couple things in there. They might have changed a couple names. But you know who they are.
Yeah. Okay, the people that didn't like it are going to be the top people. Jerry West, he didn't like how his character was portrayed.
Yeah.
Jeannie Buss didn't like how her dad was portrayed. She didn't say much about herself. I can't remember.
Yeah.
But she was more focused on her dad. Magic didn't like it. And probably Larry Bird. It's like those top people
and
in
Kareem.
They don't like it. Of course, well, Kareem don't like nothing.
Yeah,
but he don't like nothing.
Anything that has happened before, anything that happened after 1990, he hates it. So after 1990,
bro, is that how I'm gonna be about 2040? Anything after 2040, I'm gonna be like, I don't like it.
No,
I don't like this.
Anything after 2030. 2025.
Yeah, I was thinking 2030, but it's like that might be too young. I'll be 2030. I'll be 32. So it's like, would I really be hating on everything after that? That's still too young to be hating on everything.
Brother, I hate when people don't recognize the All That theme song. What do you mean? What that is?
That's my shit. That was my shit back in the day. They don't know nothing about that.
That was the one.
Man, boy, that was our version of Saturday Night Live, or what was the other one that I watched this when I was a little bit older. I couldn't watch this as a kid. What was it one with Damon Wayans,
and
Jamie
then when
Foxx,
they slowed it down
Jim
at
Carrey,
the end,
in Living Color. I couldn't watch in Living Color as a kid, but by the time I got to like teenage years, I could watch it. It's not a matter of I couldn't watch it. I didn't understand any of the jokes.
I was watching.
You know what I'm saying?
Watching it with my pops. He had it on DVD.
Yeah, I just didn't understand none of the jokes yet, but yeah, that was basically that for us. But yeah, that whole show. The one thing I did not like was how Jeannie Buss was very like portrayed as like this, not obsessed with her father, but always yearning for his approval. It was like kind of weird. It was like
looking for his
attention
all the time.
Yeah, looking for his attention, and maybe that was true, but it was just like at some point it's like, okay, can we show a little bit more about her in the show? It's like, is that her character every episode where she always be looking at her dad with the side eye every time he's with a woman? She like, it's like, okay, it's a little bit weird. Like, can we just, and then towards the end of the supposed show, she started to feel a little bit differently. You'll see when you watch that last episode.
I felt like that might have actually been true. That part.
Yeah, it could have been true, but I just felt like it was overplayed. That's all. Because it's true. Because at the start of the show, it's valid and it helps. It's a catalyst for how the rest of the season goes when it comes to her and how she moves about and the moves that she makes, the deals she gets done in order for, people to look at her. I mean, to get that approval from him. But then it's like when that's every episode where she's trying to get that out of him, it's like, all right, that's enough.
The family monopoly is crazy. Right?
That's what I'm saying. It was like, okay.
To me, that's like, y'all do that every week? That's wild. I guess because I've never done it. My family never did it like that. But like, to see that where it's like, that could possibly be a true thing, bro, ain't no way y'all can't become psychos like that. If y'all if y'all work in a company and you go home and play Monopoly all day, bro,
I didn't even think about that.
When does your brain get a chance to stop thinking about business?
Oh, they don't, and that's why I'm gonna be honest with you. The people that are at that level never do. We gotta. But that's a whole different. I could get too political about that. I'm gonna hold that one down.
What they say the difference between a rich man and a poor man. Poor man got a lot of friends. Rich man got a lot of friends.
But the rich man friends is dead.
Hey, okay. Dead presidents. Dead presidents. Shout out to Jeezy and them boys. Okay.
Don't let that go over your head. There you go. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like my man Cooley High said, if you did like that talk, your boy Playboy Troy be over there talking about wrestling on the We Are WrestleManiacs 2 podcast on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram at WeAre_WrestleManiacs2. This next episode coming up, which should be released on this Friday, will we be talking about the first episode of WCW Monday Night Nitro as we continue on our path on the Monday Night Wars between WWE and WCW. Like I said, this past episode we talked about SummerSlam, 1995. I want to say, I can't remember off the top of my head. It's so many SummerSlams, but we basically dove into that, which kind of was capped off with Shawn Michaels taking on Razor Ramon in a second ever ladder match in WWE. But this new episode coming up, we'll be talking about the first episode of WCW Monday Night Nitro that cranks up the Monday Night Wars.
There you go. Plug in. Yes, sir. If y'all interested into it, tap in with him, man. He's got all the facts. He's got all the topics. He's got all the talk about it. Most definitely.